Is going on, guys? It is your host, Dialante Daniels and Ed Oliver, back at you guys with another Locked On Wizards podcast episode. The Washington Wizards lose again, continue the losing streak. I believe it is now up to 5 games. Non-competitive once again, same old story, and we're going to talk about it. So, Ed, let's get right into it.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is going on, guys? It is your host, Dialante Daniels and Ed Oliver, back at you with another Locked On Wizards podcast episode. I'm going to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. We are free and available on all platforms. Ed, losing streak continues. It is now up to 5 games. The Denver Nuggets win 127-109. Pretty much non-competitive from the very start to the very end. What's your main takeaways?
Yeah, is it 5 straight or 8 straight? It feels like 8 straight,
They
but I
beat the
know
Pacers, before
they
they
did beat the
went
Pacers.
to the West
Okay,
Coast.
right. Okay, so yeah, they beat the Pacers. So they lost 8 out of their last 10. This is the 8th consecutive game where they gave up 113 points. The Nuggets shot 40% from the three. They shot 50% from the field. They shot 90% from the free throw line. Nikola Jokic didn't even play in the whole fourth quarter. Like Drew Gooden said, is like he already got on the bus and was ready to go to Georgetown. It's just the same old with this team. Not defending the 3-point line. You know, Bones Highland crazy for the Nuggets. DeMarcus Cousins had a good game. The Nuggets had 7 guys in double figures. I guess on a positive note is that Deni Avdija played with a lot of confidence. He had a nice behind the back, took it to the basket and scored very well. So I was just happy to see that from a confidence standpoint. But from a team, we just don't defend well. We get pushed around, we get bullied. Teams play harder than us, and that's how we are. We're just a young team right now, and I do like that some of the young guys are getting more playing time. Kuzma didn't have a great game either. But yeah, Jokic just put on a show, man. I mean, he got the ball in the post and did whatever he felt like doing. There was one time where he did a spin move on Gafford and just bodied Gafford and took him to the basket. Then there was another play where he got the ball in the post, in the deep post, and scored again. He just put on a clinic out there. Aaron Gordon, we couldn't stop him. They moved the ball continuously. They knocked down threes. They got fast breaks. No defense again. We were down by 28 points at one point. There was no times where we really made it even close. There's some games where we get blown out, but at least we make a run. Even this game, it wasn't even close. Like they didn't even make a run at all. So the Nuggets just dominated from top to finish. And yeah, this is just it looked like the West Coast road trip again. We gave up 70 points again in the first half. So it's really deja vu from the West Coast road trip. And we were abysmal from the 3-point line as well.
Yeah, pretty much. Main takeaway, same old. Gave up 51% from the field, gave up 40% from the 3-point line. Nikola Jokic could have easily had a triple-double if he wanted to. He could have had 30 points if he wanted to.
Yep.
I mean, then that would have been like the 5th straight game where somebody scored 30-plus points on the Wizards. It's just...
Yeah. At least not 40. At least not 40 this time. At least nobody got 40.
Yeah, at least not 40. And that's because he honestly didn't want to. I mean, the dude only missed 4 shots. So it's like if he wanted to get 40, he could have easily dropped 40.
Yeah, he could have.
Another positive is it looks like the Knicks are going to beat the Blazers. So the Knicks will get a game up on the Wizards. And the Knicks will be coming up very soon. Twice, I believe, against the Wizards. So that'll be important if you care about the tank at this point. And as far as the other standings, the Hornets did beat the Hawks, but the Wizards lost, so it doesn't matter. But the Hornets do gain another game up on the Wizards, so the play-in is looking really slim now, guys. So, I mean, this team, another team scores 120 plus points. I don't know how you win games where one, you shoot the 3 ball bad at 21%, and then you're giving up 50+% from the field and giving up over 30% from 3. I don't know how it's possible to win games. Like I literally don't know. I mean, it's a struggle right now for these guys. Like you said, at least Deni Avdija played decent today. He played with some confidence. We all know a lot of it is a confidence thing with Deni. Rui got 27 minutes. Didn't have the best game tonight, but at least he got high minutes. I mean, overall, it was bad. I mean, it wasn't competitive. If you turned the TV off or turned the game off, I didn't blame you. I won't blame you because the Wizards just continue to not really give us much to look at. So at this point, only excitement you're getting from the Wizards is, I guess, Porzingis and some of the younger guys and seeing how they play, or just being able to look at some of the young guys coming into the draft this season. So,
Right.
main takeaway: same old, same old.
Yeah, Zingis had a rough start, but I do like the block that he had.
On Jokic.
Yeah, on Jokic, that was a nice block that started a fast break. Then he got to the free throw line tonight. He shot 9 free throws, so that's good on his part. And didn't shoot the ball well, but he was able to get to the basket a couple times. Had 16 points and 3 blocks tonight, 7 boards. So not a great game from him. Nobody really. Kuzma, yeah, it was a rough night for him. 6 points was a minus 22. And he's been playing really well this season. Corey Kispert was impressive, man. I like the putback dunk that he had and some of that. He showed off some of the athleticism that he has, a couple of putbacks tonight. So I was happy about that. Rui was off tonight, 0 for 5 from the 3. He's really just like a 3-and-D guy. We don't even use him as, what he usually is, like a post-up guy and mid-range guy. Wes hasn't really caught a lot of plays for him in the beginning of the game, which is definitely questionable on Wes's part. Thomas Bryant came in and played a little bit, but we're going to talk about the young guys next. Who we thought played the best out of the 3 guys.
Yep. Before we get to that, though, guys, we do have a message from our friends over at Athletic Greens. They have a product I use literally every day. I started taking Athletic Greens because I wanted more energy. I got a hard day job, guys, so I wanted more energy. Athletic Greens definitely helped me out, and I also wanted to hear what all the hype was about. I've heard about it before. So what is this stuff? With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging, all the things. So, like I said before, I personally consume it because it helps me out with my energy, man. It helps me get through the day. Also, it helps with my digestive system. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/NBA network. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/NBA network to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Once again, guys, I'm going to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen. For your next listen, check out the Locked On Now podcast, nightly recaps of every NBA game with analysis from our local experts. It's free and available wherever you get podcasts. All righty, Ed. So these young guys, man, how did you feel about them tonight?
Yeah, out of the 3 young guys, Deni, Rui, Corey Kispert, I thought Deni played really well. I'm happy for him because the slump in the West Coast road trip has started to get it was just rough. He was airballing threes, hitting threes off the backboard, airballing layups, missing layups, not finishing around the rim. And then there was, posts on his Instagram, his story, working out with his trainer. He put that up that he was working out at 10:30 o'clock at night before the Golden State game. So the thing with Deni is not about effort. We know he works hard. We know the All-Star break that he got back early to work out before the guys got back from vacation during the All-Star break. So we can never question his effort or his work ethic at all. He's a tough, hard worker. But the confidence, you can just see it. It just oozes from him. His body language, if he misses a layup, he's putting his head down. You can just see it. So I'm just happy that he played better than behind the back in the first half. And then he finished with the finger roll. And then he did a ball fake where he faked out DeMarcus Cousins towards the end. Of course, we're down by 20 points, but it's good to see that. So the only way these guys are going to develop is by playing now. Of course, there's a line between competing and developing, and the guys that we have right now, when they're getting 30 minutes, it doesn't really coincide or go with making the playoffs.
Right.
Like these guys, they just if we're gonna have them playing 30, 40 minutes, sometimes it's not always gonna result in winning games. So that's where we're at right now, where it's just we're not going to win a lot of games, but the main goal is developing and getting these guys better. Kispert, like I said, I love the athleticism that he showed off today. Rui just had an off night, 0 for 5 from the 3, but he keeps saying repeatedly he's not a three-point shooter. He's capable of doing it, but that's not his game, and he knows that. If he can knock down the 3, that's a part of his game that he definitely needs to add. His game, really, from what we've seen the first 2 years, is him getting to the free throw line, him getting to the mid-post, high post, knocking down that mid-range shot. He got the ball in the post one time and got past Austin Rivers and dunked it. That's more the Rui that we know that he's more comfortable doing. But for some reason, we just haven't really called plays for that to happen. But the guy who impressed me the most out of the 3 tonight, yeah, I got to give it to Deni with his season high, 19 points, went 7 for 10 from the field. And I can't see the stats, but he was 5 for 6 from the free throw line, right?
Yes, he was 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 7 for 10 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, and put up 19 points and 7 rebounds with 3 assists.
Right. And then I guess one side note, Saturansky didn't play a lot tonight.
5 minutes.
Yeah, so that was definitely how many Neto? I don't think he played tonight.
Neto played 19 minutes tonight.
Yeah, yeah, it's just something to look at. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter about those guys. It's all about the young guys right now for me.
Yeah. Like I said, like you said, Deni Avdija, I liked what he did tonight, and even though a lot of it was in a blowout, going on early, he had a lot of possessions where he was getting the rebound, bringing it up court, working some pick and roll. That's what you like to see from him. And we all know, like I said earlier, it is a confidence thing with Deni a lot of the times when he gets in those slumps. I mean, it just seems like it's a mental thing. He'll just miss shots and he'll start missing them badly. But like you said, he was in the gym working. If that's his safe space to help his, get his mind right, etc. As a ball player, that is a pretty good place to have as a safe space. So it looked like it's working, man. And Deni's getting to that free throw line, 6 free throw attempts. And when we spoke about what we wanted to see from these young guys in the second half of the season, I said I want to see Deni get to the basket more, draw some fouls, get to the free throw line. And this in the Warriors game, he's been doing that. So that's really good to see, because I feel like Deni can be one of those guys who can really excel at if he can really start getting to the basket at a good level and getting to the free throw line at a good level, that'll really help him offensively and get things going for him offensively. So 19 points and 7 rebounds on the boards, 3 assists. I mean, that's what I want to see from him. As far as Rui, of course, he get 27 minutes. I think the most minutes out of that whole West Coast trip as well when he's struggling. But still, like you said, I mean, I like the fact that he put up 5 threes. Usually he's only at around like 2, maybe 3 3-point attempts. So it's nice to see his 3-point attempts get up there, even though none of them fail. He got 7 rebounds, which me and you, Ed, have been talking about wanting to see him get on the boards more. So 7 rebounds is good for him. 6 for 15 from the field. Like you said, not the best game from him, but oh well, you'll have those games. Corey Kispert, he's been getting the most consistent minutes since being in the starting lineup. I've been liking his game more and more every game. He's been impressive. He missed 3 3-pointers today, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line, but 6 for 10 from the field. He's shown some sneaky athleticism over the last couple games. He's shown what he can do outside of just shooting threes. But as the season's gone on, he's progressed with how quick his release is. I think it was early on, his release looked a little slow, etc. But a lot of that is like, you're not playing Baylor. You're playing these NBA type level quality guys, and it's faster. So that means you got to speed that release up a little bit. But he's adjusted nicely as the season's gone on. I've been impressed with Corey Kispert, man. So 3 young guys tonight. I'm just glad they all got high minutes. That's really what I'm looking for. I can really care less about the Caldwell Pope 27 minutes, etc. As long as the young guys are getting around 30 minutes, that's what I'm looking at.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, once again, Saddle not playing much, Neto not playing much. I said this last episode, I wouldn't mind seeing some Cassius and Kyrie Walker and
Yeah.
Some Isaiah Todd to be it's to that point. There's only the last game of the season, April 10th. Today's March the 16th. So this season's really almost over. It's time to definitely develop and look at the draft.
Yeah, definitely. I would say hold the line, Wizards. It's tough. They not dropping as much as we would like because they're losing a lot. But all you gotta do is hold on, man. I hope the Knicks get some dubs, and hope the Lakers get some dubs. But I mean, hey, at this point, just develop, man. Kyrie Walker is a guy I definitely want to see called up. I think he should get at this point in time, he should get some NBA run real quick. But before we get into our final thoughts and player of the game, etc., we do have a message from our friends over at Bet Online. It's that time of year again as college basketball's tournament is finally upon us. I don't know, guys. I kind of like Arizona, man. I like Arizona, but I do like Gonzaga too. From all the latest odds, contests, and player props, BetOnline.net is the #1 source for all your sports betting needs and info. BetOnline remains the best spot for all of your sports scores, podcasts, and news this season. And it's not just basketball. BetOnline is your continued source for all your sporting wagering information needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino games. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn more about the trends in action. BetOnline, where the game starts. So, Ed, do you have a player of the game, an X factor? Do you have any of that?
Jokic, I mean, didn't even play in the fourth quarter. Had 20 points. I can't see the stats right now, but almost had a triple-double. 13 boards, played, 25 minutes, something like that?
Yeah. 13 boards, 8 assists, 29 points.
Yeah, I mean.
Only missed 4 shots.
Yeah, it was the easiest stat line I've ever seen. Like, it looked like he didn't have to put much effort. There was one point where he had a steal. It was a fast break, and he was going out of bounds and just flipped it behind him, and the crowd went crazy. So I do remember that play as well. But yeah, he controlled the game. I mean, pick and roll, pick and pop, knock down some jump shots. Oh, Thomas Bryant got some playing time tonight. I thought Thomas Bryant provided a couple good minutes, had caught some lobs. I know TB gets a lot of flack, and he most likely is not going to be back next year. But I thought he played with some effort tonight. I do want to give a small shout out to Thomas Bryant. And X Factor for me was Bones Highland. He put on a show from VCU. We talked about him yesterday, lighting up against the Sixers, and he did the same exact thing to us. I mean, he put on a show and did a couple step backs and knocked down some threes.
Yeah, I mean, got to go Jokic, player of the game. It was easy. Got what he wanted. I mean, he's MVP candidate. Could be MVP again. So that's expected. Bones Highland, he's a guy, second rounder, right?
I want to say late first. I think he was the 27th pick of the draft. I got to look that up. But yeah, he was late first rounder, I think.
Yeah, Bones Highland, like you said, VCU guy. Yeah, he was a 26th pick.
Yeah, 26. Yeah. Round. Yeah, and we had the 22nd. We traded it for Aaron Holiday and Isaiah Todd. No disrespect to those guys, but, you know, hey, it is what it is on Tommy Shepard.
Yeah, so, I mean, X Factor, go to Bones. It's tough, man. So, you said you don't see the Wizards winning another game.
I really don't think. They played the Pistons twice. The Lakers are so bad, but like you said, LeBron, whenever he plays the Wizards, it's just like you're going to put up 50. So, I mean, the Lakers are so bad. They should beat them. Like I said, I do want them to beat the Mavericks. Mavericks fans have been going crazy on Twitter, but I'm not going to talk about them too much. But I got them winning 2 games max. 2 games max.
2 games max.
Yeah. And the over-under for the 34 it might be under, man. Yeah, I'm going to go with the under for 34. Because we're at 27 wins, right?
I'll go under too. You know, hey, give me the lottery odds.
Bet online.
Yeah, bet online. Give me the lottery odds, man. Give me that top pick. But guys, once again, I want to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. Now make your second listen Locked On NBA. Locked On experts covering the biggest stories around the NBA every Monday through Friday in less than 30 minutes. It's free and available wherever you get podcasts. Well, Ed, if you're a pro tank guy, I guess you'd love to see it. You know, so best draft position and seeing the young guys develop at this point.
Yep. Like you said, Benedict Mathurin from Arizona, watch him during the tournament this weekend. So But thank you guys for watching. We're doing a mailbag tomorrow. I see you guys put up a lot of questions on Twitter. If you have any questions and you watch it on YouTube, definitely comment down below on this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hell to the Wizards.